Alright. Welcome to Shadow's Discussions, episode 3 with Shadow. um, okay. Uh, some of you will notice at the fact that I've been invading someone else's video. um, if you haven't, then go check it out. It's down there in the description box. But yes, I have a few topics today. Um, Today will be about dreams, nightmares, um, humor. I'll explain more about that later, and the one-sided love as part of a response. Okay, so let's start off with dreams. Now, dreams and nightmares is something everyone goes through, and weirdly enough, last night I had both. Which is going to sound really, really funny and terrible at the same time. um, yeah. The dream, it was weird. I was one minute I was in the UK. I was with my fellow cosplayers and friends and so on and so forth. And before you know it, I'm suddenly in Japan. Now, we're talking about the heat of Japan, and if any of you guys know it, you'll know at the fact that you can just walk outside in a t-shirt and shorts and still be too warm. This is at night, I mean. So yeah. As soon as I realized I was in Japan, one person ended up saying about going to their house and how we had to run to get to a vending machine and then to run back to their home or something like that. I don't know. The weird part of this dream was, whilst I was running, everyone's running together in a group, and before you know it, there was this really, really tight corner, and everyone's running at their optimum. And before you know it, I do one of those typical things that you see motorcyclists do on a racing track, where they like lean towards one side to get more, to get a better turn. Apparently I was literally leaning myself so far at the fact that I was almost like I was wall running or something like that. But yeah, the only thing that I remember from that was someone behind. I was chasing after someone. I can't remember who. I know it was a girl. Someone with long hair. I think it was brown long hair. I don't know. I can't remember. I was chasing after her. Then someone behind me said, "See, I told you. He's probably like one of the best runners out of us all," which kind of weirded me out slightly. So I ended up waking up after that point, realizing that it was something like, "Oh look, it's 9 o'clock." Nah, it's a Saturday. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going back to bed. Um, so yeah, that was the dream. This is the nightmare. This is. I don't even know if I should be talking about this, to be honest, but yeah. I was at home. I got called to go downstairs. Everyone was downstairs apparently, so I was called to go downstairs and just join the party, so to speak. Which I did, and got downstairs, walked into the living room. Just took one step into the living room, and then people were bringing food from the kitchen, which happened to be right next to the living room, dining room. That same room, okay. And some people were sitting down, some people were standing up. Just talking, laughing, having a good time. And before you know it, the TV turns on, and no one else notices this. Only I do. The TV turns on, and for some reason, it was one of those things. It wasn't black and white. The TV itself, what it was showing was, it was literally someone had recorded and then taken the footage and edit like wavy, smoky lines, which that was fine. Okay, because it then started showing like 3 rows of tombstones. Yeah. and it was like scrolling across. It was like tombstones. What, one on top, one on the bottom, one on top, one on the center, one on the bottom, and it was just scrolling from one side to another. And it was continuously going as these smoky lines were going through it, and this was fine. This was okay. It was what freaked me out was it flashed to behind me. As in like someone was holding the camera and was doing a live stream to the TV. It showed behind me. I turned around. I looked. No cameras. No nothing. Okay, no one's behind me. Okay, turned back, looked at the screen, went back to that graveyard scene. Okay, that got a little bit scary. I was a little confused on what was going on. So, it was just after I was like, okay, everything's fine, there's no cameras, Boom. Another one. This time, it was of the people sitting on the chairs, and I would look at them, look back, same image, exactly the same image, you can, it was one of those things, I can hear them talking, and their lips, moving on the screen, completely in sync, okay, looked around, it's like, where the fuck are the cameras? Sorry, I saw, no, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I was, this happened, people standing, I just thought, okay, this could be a little bit weird. It freaked me out the most when it showed me the exact same image as the plates that were being carried out from the kitchen to the dining room. They were the exact same, as if when I looked at it, and I looked at the screen, exact same image, exact same angle, and I was just like, whoa, hold on. This is bad. This is not right. This something is wrong here. Something is really wrong here. Okay, which was, I was only confused. I wasn't completely scared or anything like that. And when it flashed back to when I looked back at the TV, and it flashed back to the tombstones, the gravestones, it had names, and I started reading the names, and there were a few that I didn't know. There were a few I didn't know. There were a lot that I did. And I was scared. I was genuinely scared, okay? I didn't see my name on it, but I saw everyone else's. Everyone that I have encountered, everyone else's that I know in person, just anyone and everyone's, and I just woke up, okay, literally, under my duvet, okay, just my eyes and my hair peeking out, and just like looking around. I was in bed for 45 minutes, scared. Seriously, just scouting for cameras everywhere, and just couldn't find any until, it was just like, hold on a second, I got a text, and just, it was like, this is real life, this is fine. Thankfully, one of my friends, Fox, she was texting me, and it's just like, right, okay, everything's okay. I just, go into the living room, play a bit of Dragon Age, and just like, yeah, I finally calmed down and things were fine. But, oh my god, at the time, I was so scared, terrified at just imagining the possibilities, seeing everyone at their last happiest moment, and then seeing them in their graves. Okay, next topic. Humor, jokes. Some people, I don't know, have you ever found an incident where you've had to, I don't know, just humor someone? As in, like, you smile even though you don't get the joke, or it's like, yeah, he's someone I just don't want to be with, but he's here right now and I can't get rid of him, so I'll just smile and, like, act all friendly, and then when he leaves, I'll never talk to him again, type of thing. No? So I every now and then when I meet new people, especially those that I've heard things about, I tend to get really edgy and just generally, like, sometimes I would actually take the person who told me about them, their view of them, instead of casting my own. It's weird, I know. Um, okay, it's approaching after 10 minutes. I guess the fact that I'm going to have to do the one-sided love and another response. Anyway, yeah. Final wrap-up. Have you guys ever had any funny, weird dreams or terrifying nightmares? I don't know. I have, and I've told you, and I don't think I should go to bed tonight. Anyway, this is Shadow signing out. I'll see you again next time.